Hello, Rio. Let's go. Okay. Okay, this should kill. How you doing, Rio? What's good with you, man?
Yeah, it is. It is. I see the
Alright.
the fan thing moving.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, what's going on?
So, it's so good. That's a little 8% hurt you. They get it out there.
Get rid of that shit.
Literally.
Yeah.
I gotta give you some of that. You ain't got to go.
You don't have to go to work tomorrow.
You take it here. Yeah,
No, you don't have to go to work tomorrow. Believe.
Huh?
We'll get you something that's been helping me. You don't have-
Okay.
You don't have to go to work tomorrow.
Well, yeah. Well, why are you saying that?
Hmm?
Why are you saying that? What you giving me?
What's gonna help you?
What? What are you giving me, Bob?
It's gonna
Is it,
help the bowels move.
what is this, Joker Venom? What are you...
It's gonna help the bowels move.
You got
You're being very vivid about it.
It's sour sop bitters and black seed oil.
It's healthy stuff. Wow.
It don't taste extremely pleasant, so just slam it.
That
It's wrong.
scares me.
Just,
What the... Okay.
just take it.
Oh! Oh!
It's first.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You be good about 4 a.m.
That's some Bubika stuff. What is that?
There's a Bubika stuff.
I don't know what I just put in my mouth.
That was your
Pa-
dad's white ex-
oh, pause.
wife's name.
Them boobies up.
Oh my god. What is that?
We call her
Shaka Zulu?
Oh my god.
Bubika.
Oh god. What is that?
What's on Bubika stuff? What you say?
I don't know what I just put in my mouth, brother.
And you know what, love, you can mix
Oh my
that.
god.
Yeah, you can mix it in juice.
Yeah. And all you need, y'all need only one.
Oh yeah, that could.
That's a tablespoon.
Just one?
I don't know.
No, it says take two. But I mean, that's
Oh,
too
that
much.
would
One
have been a
is
sick
fine.
combo.
One,
He freaking missed it.
I hope he was happy with the
Oh my
Yeah, he
god.
said he liked it. He liked the little book. He said he was going to fill out another page. And he was sitting there grinning, so we were real good.
Oh, we were singing. We were singing in front of
Yeah. And when I sent him a picture of that bottle. And he was like, where the hell you get this? What the fuck? I'm like, read the whole thing, fuck. And then he read the whole thing. And Boo was back there like, oh.
what?
He said, what the hell? You said the same thing, Paul. I said, I be grabbing up you all the time. Paul told him to say nothing. He fell out laughing.
Venmo. The board paid you. So what do I have? I have Venmo, I have Cash App, I have.
Yeah, everything. Get some money.
Yeah, because when you're a musician, people pay you that kind of stuff.
Ooh, if I got some Venmo now, I can eat off the truck, so they're gonna take care of it if you want Venmo.
But you don't have a card.
Oh,
You know what? I'll throw into
And
it.
you can take my card. Only person that sends stuff like Venmo is my cousin when he sends me something to the boys. Because they don't have Venmo. My cousin up here in Seattle. His mom isn't doing well. He's gonna have to go to New York.
There was no galaxy far, far away, and every second didn't count, and she never did let it go, and no one ever did get murdered in this building. The mountain really sucked. But hey, there is a galaxy far, far away, and every second does count, and she did.
Okay.
And best of
So,
all, a whole
it's
bunch
time
of
to
people
have this discussion again. Regardless if people are here or not. Okay, I need to first pull up something that I didn't think I would have to pull up once again. Which is, what exactly does the game need? Or what do the people need? Because, here's the thing. Characters are good, right?
Saturday at 1.
The DLC characters for any video game, depending on the characters, can sell. And especially if they're fan favorites. But now we are in a part of the world where Pirate Warriors 4 is coming to PlayStation 5. It's coming to current gen consoles. which I just can't believe. I just can't believe we're here. And as you can hear from the outside, it is raining like a motherfucker. Like, literally, it is pouring. But we're here to talk about what the game needs. Roster-wise, the characters that they chose, there were a lot of weird picks. Like, for example, Foxy. Sentomaru. Even though I personally feel like if your model is already in the game, you should automatically be in the roster. But I'm going to talk about the characters that are in, what this could mean.
Not bad. $155 for the night. How? It's easy when you know what to do. Trivago compares hotel prices.
So, for example, one of the characters, which I personally feel like is going to be one of the picks, a little character called NL, or Enaru, as people call him either or. But anyways, the Rumble Fruit coming back into the Pirate Warrior series, I feel like is going to happen. The worst generation, for some reason, Apu got hoed. Like, they put Apu with the Land of Wano, and then put King, Queen, and Ulti also in that roster. Like, what? Why would you put Apu with King and Queen and Ulti? 3 characters who are way more popular. But here's another problem I see. Gekko Moria is also in there. Kuma's not in there. And there's a reason for it. Because Egghead, once the anime comes back, Egghead is free game for every One Piece game. This is just very true. So, what I think is going to happen, they're waiting, at this point, they're waiting for the anime to come back and bring in Egghead content as DLC. Because apparently they did that for Land of Wano, Onigashima. Because that, just know, because they did that, this game sold 4 million copies worldwide, which is a big feat for not only a Musou game, but a One Piece game. This is a big feat. So, Egghead content is going to be very, very good. But what the game needs, I think Egghead would be a great addition, but there's an issue with whatever they do for this game. Well, an issue, and also it's like a plus and minus. For example, let's look at the special logs, for example. This is some of the best content, but the one issue that I have with Yamato's Adventure, to be exact, this special log should be for players specifically. There's not much 4-player content in the game, so if they made a log, or, which I'm gonna bring this up again in the past, well, not in the past, but in the future, I'm gonna bring up maps. What the game needs right now is more 4-player content, cause I'm gonna be real with you. I can say this because I played this game this long, but the 4-player missions that we have, that's all the 4-player content we have. We all thought it was just going to be like, 4-player was going to be its own separate thing to have fun with friends. But it's this, it's just missions. You can't change the map, so like, if you want to use Kaido, for example, I use Hybrid Kaido a lot. Mainly because I've been trying to make that man broken from when he first came in. And then they buffed him. So, what the game needs is more 4-player content. 4-player content would bring so many more people back. And you might be asking, oh no, why? Why would more 4-player content bring people back? It's because that was the whole selling point of Pirate Warriors 4. It was big because it's a 4-player Muso game where you could play with friends. But they didn't allow that to happen. They decided to just make it all missions and mislead them. But, you know, people would say, oh, they didn't mislead you, you just assumed. Well, the thing is, if it was all dependent on marketing. Marketing was the reason people were hyped about 4-player, because a lot of people thought it was going to be like PvP type stuff in the beginning, or, you know, you could do raid modes and everything, when in reality it was just random missions. So more 4-player content needs to happen for this game to flourish. And time to talk about maps. I'm gonna be real with you. We need more good maps. We need more good maps. Now, obviously this is just speculation, but hear me out. Alright? Sentomaru was one of the characters that was asked to be in the game. But let's be real. If Sentomaru was in the game, he would just be probably like a power type. A power type that uses hockey and, well, hockey, not sound wave, shock waves, and the pacifistas. Like, basically, Sentomaru would probably be a slower Uroge. Sengoku, what's good, Candido? Sengoku was one of the characters that would be in the game. Sengoku would be a unique power type that could turn into a giant. And also, I voted for Sengoku because he's my favorite Marine. I'll be real with you. I don't care what anybody says. I'm voting him. It was so hard to vote between him and Ryokuju because both of them I think would be so fun to play as. Now, hear me out on this. Alright? Gecko. Oh yeah, I gotta say his name right. Gecko Moria. If he were to come into the game, and again, this is just a hypothetical, but this is a hypothetical that I personally want to happen because this would be very healthy for the game. If you bring in Gecko Moria, you could bring in Thriller Bark as a map. How do y'all feel about that? Because me personally, I think adding more maps into the game would be a healthy addition, because Thriller Bark would be more of a giant-centered map. I mean, look how big and fat... Look how big and fat Gecko Moria is. Like, this man is built like a giant bowling pin. So, allowing another giant-centered map would be very nice and very healthy for the game, because it will allow people to play giant characters if they want, obviously. So, if you bring in... Now, I'll be real, I think most people would want Gecko Moria to come into the game, but I say if you bring him into the game, you could bring Thriller Bark as a map. He looks like a bowling pin, and he does, bro. And honestly, from his design, which I know people like to make fun of Oda for his designs, but like he has such a unique, weird ass design. But he has a cool devil fruit, so I guess it makes up for it. Right, I don't think he's here. Let me just make sure. I'm surprised Jack was not on it. I would have assumed they would put Jack on the list because, like, I understand King and Queen, but they put Denjiro and Apu on there. I mean, Kiyoshiro. Which Kiyoshiro is cool, but that would just be another generic swordsman. If they put Jack, I think putting Jack, King, and Queen, obviously people would either pick King or Queen. Probably King. Because let's be honest, King is cool. Okay. Okay, I gotta find it real quick. I'm surprised none of the Sulongs were there. Like Neko and Inu? I'm surprised Neko and Inu weren't there. Or Baroque Works. Okay. Now, this is where things get crazy, right? Look at this map. Sky Island, Skypiea. And NL/Eneru is a character that people have been asking for in this game. Like, literally, a lot of people want NL back. And with this, I think this whole DLC option for the players is a wonderful choice. Because look, imagine NL coming in and you get Skypiea as a map. I think that would be a perfect, bro. Because first off, Skypiea as a map would be so good. Because it should be big enough for giants. And I know I'm mainly talking about giant characters because look, a lot of the giant characters you can't play on most maps because they're too big for the terrain. So giving us more maps where it's more open, allowing people to do what they want, let them do it. Let them do it. It's a Warriors game. I think Skypiea would be a great map. And bringing in Gekko Moria. You could bring in Thriller Bark. But we also got to talk about another character by the name of Magellan, the Warden of Impelled Down. He was another character that was also on the list. Now, Magellan is either one of two classes. Magellan is either a power type or a technique type that plays like a power type. I can see either or for him. But yeah, I personally think we need more maps in the game that's healthy. Like a lot of new maps. That is the number one thing I'm asking for. Like before anything else. Now, another thing this game needs, besides maps and, characters, I think a DLC story mode would be a very healthy addition to the game. So, like, Magellan, probably a technique type. If he were to come in this game. Like, a technique type that plays like a power type. But, the movie characters, which, for me, I think that was the hardest decision. Picking between all the movie characters. Because there was Shiki, Gil Tesoro, Zephyr, Douglas Bullet. But Shiki is a sky type for sure. Bullet and Zephyr are probably power types. Gil Tesoro, I could see as either a power type or speed. No, a tech type. I could see him as a technique type because of his devil fruit. But I could also see him as a power type. But I also want to just put this in your guys' minds, right? Yeah, I want to put this in your minds. What if they're just making us pick the first 3 DLC characters? And everyone else is going to come later. Is that crazy to say? Like, we're just picking the first DLC characters, everybody else will come later as time progresses. It just depends on which ones people want most. Could be. And the reason why it could be Candido is because Bandai, look, unlike any other company, Bandai only cares about their pockets. And this has been proven true so many instances. So, why wouldn't Bandai decide, hey, we're gonna give y'all the option to pick these DLC characters, but it's like, oh, by the way, it's coming, all of them are coming, we just needed to see which ones y'all wanted first. That's a Bandai thing to do. Because, look, Bandai, they like money. But the fact that they now realize Pirate Warriors 4 is a moneymaker is a problem, because now they could make this into something it shouldn't be. I know, look at Overwatch, they're scrambled now. Bro, Overwatch is its own thing now. Like, it's crazy how Overwatch... First off, I understand people are probably going to say, oh, Overwatch has been in development longer than Marvel Rivals. So it took them this long to make something good? And half of the stuff that they're adding into Overwatch is just stuff that they decided to take out because they didn't want to listen. Look, the thing with Overwatch is that they like money where they don't have to spend a lot of time on. The thing is, when it comes to Bandai, they will focus on the money makers only. Like, for example, Dragon Ball. You know Bandai is in their bag if they decide, hey, let's put all of our resources into making another good Dragon Ball game that sells over 5 million. Easy. But now that they're realizing, wait, we can profit off of Pirate Warriors, realize how crazy this could be in the long run. Who's over here? They're just bringing back stuff that was already in there. And people are like, we're so back. Bro, when I saw that loot boxes were back, I was like, bro, how is this a good thing? Like, you know how sad it is where people are like, oh yeah, loot boxes are back, we are so back. I'm like, no way. Meanwhile, in Marvel Rivals, you just have to pay a little bit of money to have, what, all those Battle Pass skins? And I just feel like they took way too long to bring all the stuff out. Is another thing. There was no PvE, and basically they added PvE into PvP with these with the perks. Like, I'm gonna tell you this right now, people are excited about the perks, right? But in the long run, this is not gonna be good, because the casual players are gonna realize, wait, I'm having less fun now because people are utilizing the crazy broken stuff. And I think now people are trying to be more lenient on Blizzard, and I get it, but they gotta realize, like, remember how many times they lied to y'all? Yeah, I'm excited for Rhea Sue's outfits. Because it's like, bro. And I think another thing I like about Marvel Rivals compared to Overwatch is that even with 6v6 in Overwatch 2, well, you know what? I don't even want to call it Overwatch 2. It's Overwatch 1. It's fun for tanks. I'm a tank player. Overwatch has not been fun to tanks for so long. Okay. Now, when it comes to this game, right, the 21st is gonna outshine their update. Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
And here's another thing that I don't think people are realizing, but the developers of Marvel Rivals are listening to the community. And they're not just listening to the competitive players, they're listening to the casuals as well. They're listening to both. That's wonderful. Like, they have a whole Discord where we can just talk with them about stuff. And I think what Overwatch needs to do is get back to how they used to be. And looking at the Overwatch stats, yeah. It's like all they're trying to do, all Overwatch devs are trying to do, is give y'all reasons to keep playing Overwatch. When Marvel Rival devs, they're like, we'll hear you out and talk about it. And if y'all don't like it, we won't add it. And here's another thing. They made every character in the game broken in their own way, which is interesting because it's like, okay, how do you beat the broken stuff? I said they panic. I believe it. They constantly panic.
Tell me I'm wrong. I'm gonna take first, right?
Oh, I should level these up. I should. I haven't.
The Green Giant, Jolly Green Giant. I haven't seen him in a long time. Mr. Clean, Kool-Aid picture, Energizer Bunny, Chester.
If Rivals balanced the roster like they did, where every damage number is the same, the game would be boring. It would. And also, not only would it be boring, but it would just become DPS play the game. Which, I mean, is still... It's still happening in Rivals, but people are actually playing tank and healer now. Like, people are playing Loki. People are playing Rocket. People are playing tank because Doctor Strange is the Reinhardt. Look, I've never had so much fun on an Overwatch game. Well, you know what? Let me correct myself. I've never had this much fun on a hero shooter. Paladins, I had fun until they decided, hey, let's buff Cauterize. And, I do not want... I really do not want Rivals to bring in some type of anti-heal for everybody. Like, a character with anti-heal, we do not need. Because it was just not... It's just not cool. Triple support needs to be checked, but there's counters. Yeah. You could just play Groot, Moon Knight. Groot, Moon Knight. Honestly, you could just have somebody in the back line. I'm also going to tell you a sleeper. Moon Knight, Groot, Squirrel Girl. People are finding out Squirrel Girl is stupid broken and spamming their hearts out because of it. I'm not a fan. because it hurts me. Okay, I gotta play Kobe's. Someone said they should add anti-heal characters for the problem, but they don't realize that causes a bigger problem. Because now, people who use anti-heal will only use it on tanks. They won't. You could say, oh, they'll use it on other people, but like, tanks are gonna be the one that hurt heavy because of that. That's what happened with Overwatch. People just switched to Ana and only anti the tank, and then they die. Like it's not fun because like immortality field, or in this case Loki's immortality, would be the only thing that saves the tank. But Loki isn't really like a good healer. He's good at supporting. His healing, it's a 50-50 because you have to hope the Loki is actually good at the game.
You don't need that, though. You don't need what you're trying to do.
No one would play supports. I'd rather them be busted and give people a reason to play them. Hope the tanks get the same treatment. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The tanks are getting that treatment because Strange is a really good tank. He has a utility for almost everything. But the thing that's going to hurt the tank role is tank busters. Because, man, I had a game where I was playing against a good Wolverine, and it was just not fun. Like, honestly, man.
Now, you ate. Huh?
Okay, I've been loving Groot recently. Groot is really good, and also, I'm gonna say this because I'm also realizing Groot is a character that can counter flank characters, and I'm gonna let you know. I'm a peep game on y'all, okay? Peep game on anybody who plays Marvel Rivals. I'm sorry we're now talking about Marvel Rivals. I will talk about Pirate Warriors 4 in a few minutes. But now that I'm talking about Rivals, when there's a Groot, when you're playing Groot, right? And you also notice that, for example, there's like two flank characters. Let's say there's two flank characters on the enemy team. Put one of your small damaging walls right next to your healers. And what I mean by that is, you don't need to be the one to kill the flankers, but you could be the person that could put a random wall there that could do enough damage to give the healers or anybody who's protecting the back line a chance. So yeah, you can just focus on putting a small damage wall around your healers. You could either put it like between both healers, or what I like to do, I like to put it against a wall, because like, for example, if it's let's say it's a Wolverine or a Black Panther. If it's a Black Panther or Wolverine, they'll usually try to dive and hit a wall usually. So I usually put it on a wall so when they do dive and they get damaged, they're gonna get damaged by the damage wall I put down. I forgot his big wall. If you put it on the side and hits the enemy near the wall, he'll get bonus health. Yeah. I like to put it on the side, but like a little bit of it poking out because you can just hide behind that as like a little shield. But let me also peep game for something else. Put your wall where a penny trap is. Like, for example, put your wall on an enemy penny trap to destroy it without you having to waste time trying to destroy it. Okay. Okay. How old is Pirate Warriors 4? Let's look.
You gotta put some Cheerios in there. I gave him Cheerios.
Okay, so Pirate Warriors 4, March 26, 2020. This game is 5 years old. And still getting content, by the way. 2020? Hang on a second. Okay. Give me 1 second.
What?
Put those in there.
Mama put them in there.
For what?
Put those in the thing for the treat. That way you can shake it a little bit more.
Oh, that's why they do it like that.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Had to get my cut. Alright, so back to Pirate Warriors 4, right? What the game needs is a more reason for people to play it besides. Yeah, more reason to play it besides DLC characters.
Cat brought home what? Cat brought a rat home. He brought it in the crib and he took off in the house.
Hey, more life than Breakers? For some reason, Breakers got content, which is still crazy. So when it comes to Pirate Warriors 4, another thing that needs to happen is giving people more of a reason to play the game. Currently, besides playing your favorite One Piece characters, Xenoverse can stay alive. No, that's the thing. That's the thing. I know people say it's a Xenoverse thing, but I'm gonna just tell you right now, it's a Dragon Ball thing. If they want a Dragon Ball game to live, they'll make it live. Yep, look at Dokkan. Now, just know, think about that, but for Naruto and One Piece. Naruto, if they ever need another, like, more money, they just hit up CC2 to make another story mode. For One Piece, they never cared. This is the most they've ever cared about a One Piece game.
He just broke up for real.
She got really like, oh.
Did I play Treasure Cruise? Yes. I played Treasure Cruise. I stopped playing that.
That's his wife.
Probably Johansson.
That's his wife. That's his wife. She's standing in the back. That's his wife.
But I think another thing that would sell in this game, besides characters, new maps, giving us a reason to grind, costumes. I also believe they need to add new trophies, because getting 100%ing the game, you could do that just by playing the story mode. And I'm not exaggerating. You could 100% Pirate Warriors just by playing through the story mode.
And he wrote it.
But will they is the better question. Will they? That's what... That is what I'm actually gonna... no. Do I really want to start this again? I don't know if I want to start it again. Because many people know me. No, I'm not saying that. I know for some reason people are calling me that, but I'm not saying it. But in the past, I did advocate for more content in the game. Now, the only way they'll do it is if they realize fans want it. And also, they're realizing that if they give us stuff, we'll spend money on it. Like, characters, they already know. Now, I'm gonna be real with you, Candido. They're not gonna do this because Bandai hates their fans. Like, truthfully, Bandai isn't gonna do anything that I'm saying. Because they hate their fans, they don't care, they only care about their pockets. So the fact that they're doing this to Pirate Warriors 4 is crazy.
I usually watch it on Saturday night.
Now, what they need to do is give people a reason to grind. And, will they is the better question. They won't, but if they want people to play a Warriors game for that long, they need a reason to grind. This game needs a reason to grind. And you could say 4 characters. Well, I'm going to just let you know in on a little secret. Even if you level up your character, like, to the highest, right? And you max them out. Like, for example, I'm just going to pick Gearfed Luffy. Look at all the... You see the currency, the berry up there? you only use that on characters. This currency is useless besides that. Like, unless you're spending it on characters, there's no point.
You got all that stuff and the satellite, or you all that?
I have black beans that's fully loaded.
They gave us a great anime game called Jump. Oh god. Oh god, don't do this. Don't do this, bro. Don't do this. Don't do this to me, man. Oh my god, I almost crashed out. I almost crashed out.
I ain't scared of you mofos.
Bruh.
I ain't tripping.
But they did not care about Jump Force.
I don't know, babe.
It's just weird. Like, why would they care about a One Piece game for this long? It brings back too much PTSD. Like, they've never cared about a One Piece game this much. Why are they doing it now? Oh, you know what? They're probably using whatever money they get from this on the Dragon Ball game. That's probably what's going on. Yeah, that's probably what's going on. They're just using whatever they make here for a Dragon Ball game.
I thought we were good.
Because there ain't no way they care about One Piece.
She wasn't even sure where to start. But Thumbtack
That
changed
diamond
her.
money, literally.
With all the plans
It's
and
probably,
plans and
honestly, it's probably for Xenoverse DLC.
And
I believe it.
Interested. Indecision doesn't live here. You do.
But I mean,
Take care
if
of
they're
people
gonna
with Thumbtack.
continuously
Download
give
the app
us
today.
Pirate Warriors 4 DLC, they need to add more maps. They need to add, well, obviously they're adding more characters, but it's like, if you don't have maps or more reason to grind, then why? Like, there's no reason to play this game once you get all the trophies. Grinding for souls isn't fun because Special Log is where you can get the bulk of them, but even then, it's only PvE, and you can't play any of these with 4 players. Which, honestly, Path to the King of the Pirates with 4 players could actually be very interesting. Yamato's Adventure could have been interesting with 4 players. Heck, even Kobe's Combat Chronicle could be fun with 4 players. It's only PvE. 4 player. Like, this game does not have enough 4-player content. And an update to the story mode would be great. Now, I'm also gonna... I want to do a deep dive for every single character that is on the roster for potential DLC. When was the last update? Like 2023, I think. Yeah, I think. Well, now, yeah, their last update was no, it was either 2023 or 2024. It was one of those. But even then, they should have just focused on the next installment. Because, like, they skipped so much in this game. They skipped over so much content. So, why would they continue to do stuff for this game. I'm trying to understand it, but it's hard to understand. So they're following Kakarot's DLC schedule once a year, but it's like, this is a warrior game. I would understand if it's something like DBZ Kakarot, but like, this is a warriors game. You can't just pop out of nowhere and be like, oh, more warriors content. No. Even though this game sold great, it's because of the DLCs and I guess the special log, because a lot of people were excited about that. But it's like, it's a Warriors game. Why would they do so much for a Warriors game? I don't get it. Gear 5 maybe? Right when Gear 5 came out, just know, like the year that Gear 5 came out, we got these three. And then it hinted at Uta and Roger. J-Zone 1, don't do it. Don't do it. I'm praying. Don't do it, Jay. Don't do it. Don't do it, Jay. I know what you're thinking. Don't do it. But yeah. They waited until Gear 5 showed up in the anime, and then they gave us this. Like, they had... Pretty much Gear 5 was finished. Oh my god, he did it. He freaking did it, bro. Might try it out then? You know what? Look, unlike other people, I'm just gonna be real with you. This game is fun, but once you get to where I am, where you pretty much have everything maxed out, you have to basically, like, force yourself to play. Pretty much. Because, honestly, I force myself to play because I just want to play One Piece characters, bro. The only thing is, I want to say that once you get to where I am, I try to make the game fun for myself, but I try to do it for other people, obviously. Yeah, Jay. Because when you really look at, like, the maps, let me show you. I'm play Kaido as well. Some of the maps are not made for giant characters, for example. For example, look at how small this map is compared to me. And I can barely see most of the map. Like, what is this, man? Look at this. Look at my camera, man. And, like, don't get me wrong, the character combos, I feel like, are the reason to play this game. But, like, this game is not made for giants. Even though this game was made for 4-player PvP. 4-player. Like, they have competitive in their own way, I would say. Like, you see this? Like, the map, the map and my camera are just going crazy. This is what I mean by we need new maps where it's catering to giants. Because, God, you want to play One Piece characters? There's this one character named Reed Richards. Bro, you right. And I'm going to let you know this, as a comic book reader, even though Reed can basically do everything Luffy can, in Marvel Rivals, he literally copies Luffy. And I don't care what anybody says. I hope that PS5 version is free. Just know, I'm not going to blame this on PlayStation. Bandai is not going to let this be free. You know they're going to make us pay money. But at the same time, it's a Warriors game. I feel like people who've played the game should have it for free. But I also have this feeling that our stuff doesn't transfer. I have this feeling that our stuff won't transfer. And if that's the case, I mean, that's cool with me. I have a reason to actually grind the game again. Oh, nah, no transfer? Yeah, I feel like that's gonna happen, but maybe we'll still be able to transfer our stuff. Like, people who bought the DLC on Pirate Warriors 4 on PS4 should be able to transfer it for PS5, because I see that becoming a problem. Jay, of course I don't have a problem with it, because it's like, I mean, I get to play the game again. I just hope I don't need to buy all the DLC again, because that would piss me off. And you'll actually see me contact Bandai again, because why do I gotta spend all my money just to buy the stuff I already bought? Oh, but it's on PS5. I don't care. Did Pirate Warriors 4 get a next-gen update yet? No. The trailer just came out, and they did confirm that it's coming to new-gen consoles. So, well, only time will tell. Yeah, only time will tell. We really do need, like, confirmation on some stuff, though. We really do. How many DLCs are there? In total,
Everything he would need to help and protect him on his journey over the dark waters of death and into eternity. Eupastius stood watching over all, his gaze undimmed.
4,
Then finally before us stood the magnificently ornate sarcophagus,
6.
bearing upon it
Okay.
the molded likeness
1,
of the
2,
body
3.
therein.
Well, I'll just do the. Right, they are separate. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 4, 12, 16. Yep, 16. 16. A total of 16 DLCs.
You have been warned.
And I just want y'all to know, they made a whole DLC dedicated to Law getting a DLC outfit. They made a whole DLC outfit for Law. No extra abilities or anything. They just gave this man another outfit for no reason.
Whole grain, whole grain bread is still lactose containing boiled milk, cheese, yogurt, pizza, ice cream, popcorn, which is high in insoluble part of the skin membrane.
Alexander King, very proud to be revealed.
Imagine when Xenoverse updated, you had to buy. Nah, I would hate that. Like, they better not do that, bro. Because, like, if we bought the DLC already, they should allow us to keep the DLC. I mean, they did it for Xenoverse, so I would pray they do it for Pirate Warriors. You know, a Warriors game. And I'm gonna tell you this, if this goes well, this game could high-key get to 8 million. Like, and I'm being so for real with you. If enough people like this next DLC when it comes out, because these are characters that people like. Especially NL. Like, a lot of people like NL. Candido. People have been calling Pirate Warriors the Xenoverse of One Piece. And I'm kind of scared if it becomes that. Because that would also mean that they're going to put all their effort into just making characters. And we won't have any other content besides that. That's my big worry. No. They have 16, just 16 DLCs. That's it. And most of them are like, I think like, no, not 3, like 5 or 6 of them are specifically character costumes. But just know, in this game, anybody from One Piece can get in. For some reason, Foxy is a character that has the potential of being a DLC character, which, what were they thinking? Who is gonna buy Foxy? I don't. Xenoverse probably has like in the 30 range, if we being honest. But here's the thing: if this game becomes the One Piece Xenoverse, right? If it truly does, is that going to be a good or bad thing? I say it's a bad thing because in the long run, this means they're going to focus more on not Xenoverse. They're going to focus on Pirate Warriors more than anything else for One Piece. And that's all we're going to be getting. Think about it. This game is somewhat catching up to... Yeah, you know what? If they continue this trend of constantly giving this game content, yes. Which is scary that I have to say that. I'm not happy saying that. This means PvP in anime games are dead, and people only want PvE. I mean, if we just talk about, all right, if we keep it a buck, and I'm just gonna be honest, when was the last time you played PvP on Xenoverse? And I'm just gonna be real with you. I don't play PvP on Xenoverse. I play PvE. I think PvE is better. But listen, man. No, Dark. Don't do it. Dark, don't do it. When Super Saiyan God came out, just realize it took that long for you to play the PvP, bro. PvP is just a mess because of how broken that thing is. But Dark, I don't do it. Don't do it, man. And I'm trying to think about it. I did play PvP, but it was only to play with friends, and even then, my biggest problem is that, bro, the netcode was just so bad. It was hard to play with some people because their internets would be like, they'd be moving like a toaster. Man, don't look at Discord. Bro, I put my phone down. I've been talking about Pirate Warriors and Overwatch and Marvel Rifle. But bro, I haven't looked at my phone. After I put out that notification on the Discord, I did not look at my phone at all after. Wait, Jay, what is this video? Wait, what are they saying?
Damn.
Bro, was this me? Oh. Nah, bro, that can't be me. Oh, wait. Bro, listen, bro. Listen, bro. I was working. So Sparking is the only anime fighting game not involving CSUs in it. Yep.
I drop kick his ass right there while he
Yep. Sparking is the only anime fighting game without CACs. And Pirate Warriors 4 is the only anime game that does not have fighting, like PvP. No PvP in this game. But it sold 4 million. The Wilds beta is back up. Bet. I'm excited. Just PvE sold 4 million. But if they do this right, this game could sell 8 million easily. But again, there needs to be more longevity for this game. Like Pirate Warriors 3, it had a reason for people to keep playing it. Because Dreamlog not only was enough difficulty, but also Dreamlog added enough replayability that was fun. Okay, say this game with CAC, I guess I can see that being cool. Have we ever? I don't know if we've ever had a Warriors CAC game. I don't think we have.
Look at his hat. He got the, what they call that? What you call that?
It's not the fire.
It's that slob out his mouth. Shut up, bitch.
We never had a CAC One Piece game, and unfortunately, we never will. Naruto got a CAC game, which Shinobi Strikers has been getting more content than Storm Connections. Keep that in mind. Xenoverse been going crazy. It's just because a One Piece CAC game would be too big. Like, when you really think about it, they would have to add in every single island. You would probably be able to make your own ship, create a crew, sail around. There's a lot of stuff you could do in a One Piece CAC game, but it truly depends on who makes the game. What I think should happen, they should make us have a One Piece Kakarot game. A One Piece Kakarot game would go crazy. How would an arena fighter like Xenoverse or Sparking look with One Piece? Burning Blood. It would just... I think the only thing Burning Blood needed was make it more fast-paced. If it was more of a fast-paced game, oh, that would be good. You can do all that on Roblox, bro. I'm just not going on Roblox. Even though Roblox has basically everything and people get paid for Roblox. Talking about Blox Fruits? What the heck is that? You know what? Hold on. Blox Fruit.
Why I thought that when you just gonna stand there in front of me, you ain't gonna run me like, look at Deuces, nigga, I'll holler at you later. After you get rid of your infestation.
Like, don't know he's scared of Roblox? Bro, I don't play Roblox, bro.
No!
Okay. There's PvP in there. Oh my god.
Ora Antef, the mighty prince of Egypt, son of the Pharaoh of Pharaohs. Gaze down upon the harmless of thy humble servants, who has transgressed against
Crying.
thee.
That's the only One Piece CAC game with damn near 6 to 900k people. Yeah, the big companies on One Piece games. Honestly, you could say that about half the other games. Half the other games on Roblox. Because people on Roblox be making anything. Because you know how sad it is that Roblox has more Bleach games than any console? This Godzilla game? I believe it. Oh, ow. They should make a CAC One Piece game. I'm telling you, that would go crazy. It really would. Now this game, man, they really just need to add just quality of life stuff. Add quality of life stuff. Honestly, this game would be way better. More maps, new 4-player missions. Yeah, maps, 4-player missions. They could also give us more reason to grind, like give us a dream log type thing with 4 players. That would be great. I think what they do need to add is trophies. More trophies in this game would be great. I think another thing, more story, like story DLC, that would be good. I really think the main thing we need, a great selling point, is skins, bro. Because the Law Skin shows, if they made a whole DLC pack centered around giving multiple characters skins, it would go crazy. Jeez, I'd buy that too. But Candido, I will tell you, wait until the PlayStation 5 version comes out for Pirate Warriors 4, because we also got to see how everything is going to transpire.
Wouldn't be a big deal. Hell, you paying me for it, but
Well, Josh is going to be
yeah.
Well, that was the main reason to be here for him.
I hope you do.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I'm on Xbox Series S. I believe it's gonna be on the Xbox Series S. Now, of all the characters they wanted, okay, I'm gonna make a whole stream set centered around all the characters they had. Cause now I need to add this to, let's see, Pirate Warriors 4 wishlist notes.
First to the legend of Ra.
Okay. Oh yeah, they need to update a DLC with updated character movesets. That would be great.
Probably long-term assignments.
Cursed him to
I don't know if it's gonna drop on. I don't like this.
the guy by the
Think
side
too
of
much.
brother.
If you have too many questions, you can have. But
Because I am that person. He, the younger son of Ramesses VIII, Pharaoh of Pharaohs. Eternal wonder.
he got real vague.
But I could never die.
She knows that.
The only person who could release me from the curse had already been rendered useless by the hands of my own assassin.
Oh, okay. Brother was working. Man, he ain't on the schedule or something.
Okay, now that I got the list of all the characters that were...
What kind of job? You dealing with folks and all of a sudden they forget about your ass. You ain't on the schedule and you gotta keep calling back. And what kind of nigga you? Look here. I'm gonna be at your front door. Look here, what's up? Should I move on? But you ain't gonna keep blowing me the fuck off. And who the hell are you dealing with that even do this?
Repeat after me.
Okay. Shoot, a My Hero game like this would be cool.
Shit, that was too far out.
I could actually see a My Hero Warriors.
2-3 hours or something just to get there.
I could see that for My Hero and like I really want there to be more like Koei Tecmo warrior games. Cause honestly, I'd rather a good solid Muso than a random game that has a 50-50 on being trash. How do y'all feel about that? Cause like that's where I'm at. I would rather a confirmed good game than the potential of trash. Shinobi, whoa, Candido. Whoa, Candido. I don't know about that. Shinobi Striker still... You remember how Shinobi Striker launched? I don't want a One Piece version of that. Yeah, Xenoverse. I'll take Xenoverse. It's just, oh god. And plus, those developers for Shinobi Striker, they only care about PvP. Like, they made a PvP only game. Xenoverse? Shinobi isn't that bad? I guess. I mean, maybe for you, but for me, it's a horrible time, bro. PvP, everybody uses the same thing. Like, I'm glad, at least in Shinobi Strikers, one thing they have over Xenoverse is they let us change our movesets with all these cool... with all the cool weapons and everything, but God, why do you... The drop rates for weapons suck. Like, drop rates for weapons are so bad. And I'm not gonna grind, like... I remember I wasted so much time grinding so many scrolls just to not get anything. Role types? Oh, you want it to be more like that when it comes to PvP? For One Piece? I mean... yeah. It's just another thing you also have to function in is... Let's see, people... It would probably be either pirates, marines, or revolutionaries. Should CACs be able to be giants? Is a question. And also, like, what are the capabilities of CACs? Should CACs be able to turn into giants? Well, should CACs be able to make their characters into giants? I could see CACs becoming fishmen. That could be cool. Man, I know people would want to be like, don't do that, Elijah. Let's go with you. Oh my god. Don't call me the Pirate Warrior guy. That's not me.
That was like my biggest problem.
Like, for sure, anybody who is a doctor should be a healer type. Giants and such should be defense. Characters like Luffy, Zoro, I could see them being an attack type. Like Luffy, Zoro, Sanji, I could see. The Xenoverse Cartel guy, you know what, I'll take that.
Grandma give a damn, and Taylor is only gonna go so far with you.
How much you want to bet? Eno, look, Eno has to be the highest, Elijah. And the reason, look, I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, no, you're lying. Let's be real. Enel, in any One Piece game that he's in, is one of the most played. He was one of the most played in Burning Blood. He was one of the most played in Pirate Warriors 3 because he had just fun gameplay. So defense could be Giants, like Blackbeard, kind of. Like, if we just use, for example, only the Pirate Warriors 4 roster. Like, for example, Straw Hats, Luffy is an attack type. Zoro, attack type. Nami, you could either do attack or healer. Actually, maybe she could be range. Yeah. Range. Because we could do attack, range, defense, healer. Just like Shinobi Strikers. So for Nami, you could do range. Same for Usopp. Sanji is an attack type. Chopper would be a healer. Robin... She would just be a range character. Frankie, also a range character that is probably a tank. Yeah, he would probably be a defense. Brook would be an attack type. Whitebeard, defense. Marco, healer. Ace, attack type. Kaido, defense. You know what? He could be a range. He could be a range that plays like an attack type. That would probably be the best for him, because he could do range, he can defend, he can also deal a lot of damage. And compared to Luffy, with his weapon, he would also be able to outrange a lot of characters and fight at a range. So, Katakuri would probably be a range type that plays like an attacker slash defender, because his mochi could allow anybody he hits to be stuck. Shanks, I feel like of all of the Yonko, he's probably gonna be an attack type. Defense type, attack type. Now, this is gonna piss off people, but people forget that Law is actually a doctor. So, he's on the healers. And I'm telling you this right now, you got his abilities and Marco's abilities right there, people are gonna play healer just because of Law. And you know what? You could just have his healing be the room. Any ally in his room gets healed. And you remember, he also has Re-Room, where he's able to make a room from a long way. Also, Eliza. NL is definitely going to be the most picked. If we just look at the list, NL is definitely going to be the most picked. Like let's look at the first 5 characters. It was Sengoku, Kaku, Sentomaru, Ryokuju / Green Bull, and S-Hawk. Of this one, Sengoku, Ryokuju, and S-Hawk are probably going to be the most picked. Sentomaru, I'll be real. Who in their right mind is picking Sentomaru when Sengoku, Green Bull, and his cool devil fruit, and S-Hawk is right there? Kaku, I'll be real, Kaku got hoed. A lot of characters in this list got hoed. Kaku and Sentomaru, I'll be real, Sentomaru, why were you even there? But Kaku literally got hoed. Now, the females, and I feel like the female roster is one of the weirder ones. Because first off, Vivi and Karu, I'm going to tell you this right now. Who in their right mind is voting Vivi and Karu? Perona, people are, of all the female characters, they're going to vote for Perona. She has importance in a way. And let's be real. Okay, simps. If we're being honest, of all the female characters here, we got Vivi and Karu. We got Perona. Next one is Koala. I'm gonna be real with you, and just really think about this. Koala is just gonna be a faster Jinbei. And I understand, simps, right? But of all the characters here, right? People like Perona. She has a unique devil fruit. Plus, she would be a character that gets in the game that needs an updated moveset. Bro, NL is probably going to be the strongest Sky type if he gets in this game, high key. Because after Koala, we have Monette. And I'm gonna be real with you, I think Monette, besides Perona, could have the most unique moveset out of all the female characters. Not just because, she's a flying character, but at the same time, she's an ice character, but at the same time, she could either be a technique type or a sky type. I kind of see her as more of a sky type that plays like a technique type. And I also see her doing good damage as well. Monette, I could see, potentially, just because of her unique moveset. Baby 5? I won't lie, Baby 5 was cool. Yes, Monette did have a boss moveset of Pirate Warriors 3. Not playable, but they do have something to work on. Baby 5 is cool and all, but I'm gonna be real. Perona is probably gonna be the one that gets picked out of all the females. Okay. Now, let's go to the... Look, Kaku definitely got hoed, but let me tell you, nothing that they've done has been more hoed than the Land of Wano section. Because we have Apu, Kiyoshiro, King, Queen, and Ulti. If this ain't the biggest hoe to Apu, I don't know. I've never seen something this crazy. Because how are you going to put Apu with 4 characters that did way more and that people like more? Kiyoshiro, he could already be a cool character, but at the same time, Kiyoshiro would just be a generic swordsman. If we're being honest. Now, would he be a generic swordsman with a cool moveset? Of course. But he would just be another sword user. Kiyoshiro could be a cool generic swordsman. King. The reason why King is going to be crazy is because the flames. Flames, the animation that they gave King as well, because they'll implement that into King's moveset somehow, some way. Queen, like both King and Queen, they'll incorporate everything from the animes in their moveset. Ulti, being the only Tobi Roppo to be in the roster, speaks volumes. And I'm telling you this right now, for the Wano section, it's between King, Queen, and Ulti. And I can't justify the other ones. Because let's be real. People are simps for Queen. I say Queen. People are simps for Ulti. People like King and Queen and how they hold themselves, how their characters talk. They like them. There's enough simps for Ulti. Look, I'm gonna tell you this right now. There was enough simps for Yamato. Like, people love Yamato in this game. If there's enough simps for her, there's enough simps for Ulti. So Ulti, King, or Queen, it's a toss-up between those 3. But this is where the spiciness comes in. Shiki, Zephyr, Gil Tesoro, and Douglas Bullet as the movie section. I'm gonna be real, it could be either one of them. Because I could see something for each of them. And also, if we go back to the Wano section, Apu is probably, if he gets in the game, which he won't, technique type. Kiyoshiro, he could be a speed type. King is a power type. Queen, I see more as a technique type because he has so many gadgets at his disposal. Ulti is probably a power type. I'm gonna be real with you. I see it. Shiki, Zephyr, Gil Tesoro, and Douglas Bullet. I'll be real, out of all of them, it was a toss-up. Because I really didn't know who to vote for. Sadly, I say sadly because it's like, I think I just voted for Zephyr. Even though I really wanted Gil Tesoro and Shiki and Douglas Bullet. I wanted all of them.
You are the father of the deceased girl, Sasha?
Yes, sir.
And the landlord of Salsony?
Yes, sir.
Would you please tell the court what you know of the relationship between your daughter and this young man?
My girl loved him, unfortunately. He took advantage of her and didn't want to face the consequences.
When you say took advantage of her, you mean she was pregnant by him?
Yes, sir. He was a thoroughly bad lot. I told Sasha to have nothing to do with him.
Aren't you disappointed?
I'm afraid so.
Did you personally observe this man's addiction to alcohol?
No.
Well, sir, he came frequently to the ceremony.
Typings for each of them. Shiki, you cannot tell me he's not a Sky type. Shiki could be a Sky type with so much range, it's unbelievable. King Eno. I honestly, for the Wano thing, it's probably gonna be King, but King, Queen, and Ulti, I think have the biggest chance. of the movie characters, dang, of the movie characters, who do people like the most? I think Douglas Bullet is not an option. I think it's between Shiki, Zephyr, and Gil Tesoro. And the reason for it, Gil Tesoro's Devil Fruit, and Gil Tesoro's backstory, even though it was short, it was one of the best One Piece backstories. With how quick it was, and how unique it was as well. So, that's one thing. Zephyr, I mean, if you watch Film Z, you can understand why people wanted him. Shiki, I'm saying add Shiki now, because if they do, imagine all the cool stuff they could do with him as time progresses. I voted for Zephyr, even though, man, I really wanted to go to Tesoro. I think, okay, Shiki is definitely a Sky type. Zephyr, I see as a Power type. Yeah, Zephyr is definitely a Power type. Gil Tesoro, Tech type. And think about it, with how they're doing tech types in this game, Gil Tesoro would be such a crazy tech type. Because you could have the turning people into gold combos. Douglas Bullet is he's a Power type, but probably turns into a Sky type as a full force burst. Because I'm thinking about the last battle he had with Luffy, where he used it would basically be something similar to Lucci or Sanji, where he just goes straight in the sky. I see that. Either that, actually no, he wouldn't just transform into his kaiju mode, because his kaiju form is probably going to be his, like, ultimate in some way. Now, the last DLC, which I feel like this last DLC is the most controversial, and also the one that has the most people talking. NL, Gecko Moria, Magellan, and Foxy. Why? Who in their right mind put Foxy in this list? Honestly, this where Apu should have been. Because, talk about a random pick. NL is probably either a speed type or a sky type. Unfortunately, there's no in between. But NL would probably turn into a power type / sky type as a full force burst. Yeah, NL was really fast in Power Warriors 3, so they could make him a speed type with a power type / sky type full force burst. They could do that, which I hope they do. Foxy would be a tech type for sure, because slow beam combos, I could see it. Gecko Moria, I see as a tech type, actually. Like, Gecko Moria could definitely be a tech type, because he could be a tech type centered around his shadow bats, and potentially be a tech type that collects shadows. So collecting shadows could be a part of his moveset as well. So actually, he could be a fun tech type, because his full force burst could turn him into a power type. Actually, would he have 2 full force bursts? No. There's no way they would make they would give him 2 giant forms. Because one of them could be him with all the souls collected. And there could be another one where he has ores. But no, they wouldn't do that. Yeah, NL combos would go crazy. Now, Magellan? The fact that he has poison. The fact that he has poison? He could either be a power type or a tech type. There's no in between. Yeah. It's either a power or a tech type, honestly.
I believe in the existence of everything which the human brain is unable to disprove or prove. That is why I'm remaining in Vandor. At least I intend to prove that my son was not a murderer. One moment. A word of advice. What is it? Leave Vandor before it's too late. What is it you're afraid of? I'm afraid for you, or of what I may discover, if I remain.
Are definitely the easiest to speculate. Oh, definitely. Like Perona could be a tech type or a sky type. Or she could be a tech type that plays like a sky type. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about the... Let me talk about the females first. Vivi and Karoo, because it would be Vivi on top of Karoo, you could make them a speed type, I guess. Perona, tech type, or sky type, I could see. Koala, she would be a faster version of Jinbei, so you could either make her a power type that moves faster than Jinbei, or a speed type. Yeah, you could make her either a power type or a speed type. Monette. Monette, either a power type or a tech type. No. Either a power type, a tech type, or a sky type. I could see her as either one of them. Honestly, she's probably going to be a sky type, just because she usually flies. Yeah, they're probably just going to make her a sky type, if she gets in the game. Baby 5, tech type, easily. Being a character that can turn into any type of weapon, oh yeah, she could be a tech type. There could be interesting combos for that. Now, the Marines, Sin Goku. If Garp is a power type, Sengoku is a power type. And there's no in between. If Garp's a power type, he's a power type. But like, Sengoku was long overdue. He should have been in the base roster of this game, if we're being real. Yeah, they waited too long to put in Sengoku, I feel. Kaku, another character that should be in this game. Speed type. Easily. Kaku could be a speed type with a giant full force burst. Well, semi-giant. Now, here's the thing. If they do make Kaku, if they do make Kaku, right? The question is, which version of Kaku would they make? Before or after Egghead Kaku? And what I mean by that is, are we putting in awakened Kaku or, you know, Enies Lobby Kaku? Because the Lucci we have is Enies Lobby Lucci. So if they do put in Kaku, it's a 50-50 if we'll get basically Egghead Kaku or, you know, just before awakening Kaku. So it's a 50-50 on that. But anyways, Kaku would be a speed type. Sentomaru, power type. Sentomaru would be a power type that plays around pacifistas. But at the same time, what if he's a technique type that places pacifistas that do most of his damage? Even though you could argue they spoiled... Yeah, they did spoil Gear 5 Egghead Attack and Galaxy Impact. And remember, we were having a big speculation about, like, honesty for Kobe. So, the fact that Prime Garp does have his Galaxy Impact that he could just spam, which kind of makes sense for Prime Garp to have that. Because Old Man Garp uses it as, like, an ultimate. So, in Pirate Warriors 5, we're probably going to get a version of Galaxy Impact where it's an actual ultimate. Kobe had sovereign strength. Yeah. It was like they were hinting at something. Mm-hmm. Okay, who's next? Ryokuju. This one is an interesting one. Ryokuju could be one of three things, honestly. He could either be a technique type, a speed type, or a power type. If anything, he's probably going to have a power type full force burst. But he's either a speed or technique type. Because, like, he can set up, he could probably have, like, he could have setup similar to Usopp with plants, but also he has that. He basically has his own grab-like thing, where he can probably heal himself. He'll be a character who could constantly heal themselves. Mm-hmm.
It ain't like time for them to, rush up under the hood right now. But just right and wrong on something so we know what we're working with.
Yep.
Dark, what do you want to do? So yeah, with how things are going, I just pray that we get some more maps. Like, don't get me wrong, characters are cool and all, but like, we need more maps, man.
The first murder. Haven't touched your food.
Hey, there's
No, this is food.
So, dangerous action. We're about to be dropped into the wilderness, far from everyone we know and love, to survive again.
Alright, well, hey, I got some good news.
What? Sometime.
The good news is, I would say this is a successful stream, but the bad news is, I'm gonna have to end because I'm looking at the time. But no, don't worry. Of course, I gotta say this. I will be streaming some Pirate Warriors 4 once again, and we'll get some more people in the stream. That's for sure. Just because I did do this late, because I did get preoccupied, unfortunately. That was, out of my control, so, which is all good. But if Enel isn't in the top 3, there's no way he's not in the top 3, like, because everybody wants Enel. But I won't lie, they did make a good list of, like, some of these characters. Because most of these characters, people would literally play. Yeah, and Enel should be in the top 3. Like, honestly.
Your husband drove to work this morning?
He rode his bike for the exercise.
There was a reason we went to
Bro, everybody was upset with it. Now, they gave the people the option to get that character they were upset with. But honestly, Elijah, I really think they're playing a trick on everybody. And what I mean by that is, I think they're still gonna put in all these characters after the fact.
How long will you be staying here in Los Angeles again?
You want to feast in my hall? You want to sail in my ships? Anything else you want?
I think so too, because it's just a weird coincidence. And also, I don't want to say it because Dark is here, so I'm gonna end the stream, and I will see you all tomorrow. So just in case, thank you all. I hope you all have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time zone. I will see you all tomorrow. They already have character models and moves for half of the characters that they were listing. It was just like, something doesn't seem right here, but alright. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, y'all. Bye. Dang, 2 hours?